The first railway in the Bethnal Green area was opened by the Eastern Counties Railway, who had opened its line from Romford to a temporary terminus at Devonshire Street. Their new terminus at Spitalfields was completed on the 1st of July 1840 and the line opened through Bethnal Green. As well as passenger facilities at Spitalfields, there were goods facilities adjacent to the line from the Bethnal Green site to its terminus. By the 1860s, the railways in East Anglia were in financial trouble, and most were leased to the ECR, to which they amalgamated formally, but could not obtain government agreement for this until 1862. By the early to mid-1860s, it was clear the original Bishopsgate terminus, renamed from Spitalfields in 1846, was not big enough to cope with the increased suburban development north and east of the area. The GER decided to build a new terminus at London-Liverpool Street and extend the suburban network. A new line that ran north from Bethnal Green to Enfield Town was opened in 1872, and a month later from Hackney Downs to Chingford. Both of these openings meant services no longer needed to be routed via Stratford Station, which was becoming increasingly congested. To the west of the station, the new Liverpool Street terminus was being constructed, and this was not ready, and a new station at Bishopsgate, low level, was constructed. Initially towards London, station trains towards London terminated for a short period of time. As part of this expansion, Bethnal Green Junction Station was opened in May 1872. It was replaced by a nearby station called Mile End, not to be confused with the current London Underground station of the same name, and located on the eastern side of Cambridge Heath Road. Bethnal Green Station had 4 platforms originally, which served the Enfield and Chingford lines, and also served the Great Eastern Main Line towards Stratford. The old Bishopsgate station was converted to a goods depot, and some rearrangement to the original facilities took place in an area which became known as Spitalfields Depot. This included a wagon hoist that allowed wagons to be transferred to the East London line, which operated at the lower level. By the 1880s, it was clear Liverpool Street required further extension, and this included a third set of running lines between Bethnal Green and its terminus. Parliamentary approval was given in 1888, with work starting in 1890. The new sets of lines were opened on the 4th of April 1891, and at Bethnal Green the tracks were arranged so that trains from Enfield and Chingford used these tracks. The former GEML tracks were now served by suburban trains to and from Stratford, whilst 2 new lines through the area acted as through lines for longer distance services. Little changed during the 1920s, but through the 1930s, thoughts were turning to the electrification of the Great Eastern Main Line and extended the central line east from London Liverpool Street to Stratford and then onwards to Ongnor and Fairlop. One of the first tasks was constructing a flyover at Ilford. Work for this was stalled because of World War II. Trains on the Great Eastern Main Line between London, Liverpool Street and Stratford ceased calling at Bethnal Green on the 8th of December 1946, and 2 platforms were closed, though the remains of the eastbound platform are still in situ and visible from the Great Eastern Main Line. The London platform was demolished and the tracks rearranged, coinciding with the swapping of services from the former fast tracks onto the former slow tracks. Following the closure of the mainline platforms in 1946, only Enfield Town, Chingford and Seven Sisters were services called at Bethnal Green, and it was at this time the junction was dropped from the station name. So then folks, prepare for the fastest half hour as a rail enthusiast, as 7:10:105 departs with the 1902 London Overground service of Chingford to London Liverpool Street. Next up for C2C, 357012 and 357034, working 9 Zulu 56 from London Liverpool Street to Shoebury Nest. And arriving into the station is 710121, working the 1903 London Overground service from London Liverpool Street to Enfield Town. Over on the far side for TfL Rail is 345056, working 2 Whiskey 27 from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. And as they pass, 322482 and 321318 pass, working 1 Yankee 38 from London Liverpool Street to Ipswich. Next up for Greater Anglia is 72556 and 72543, working 2K99 from Southend Victoria to London Liverpool Street. And 710124 then arrives into the station, working the 1906 London Overground service from London Liverpool Street to Chingford. The next train out is 710118, working the 1906 London Overground service from Cheshunt to London Liverpool Street. And as that departure, the Adventurer passes through in the form of 345038, working 2 Whiskey 28, sorry, 2 Whiskey 26 from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield. Coming around the corner, 379009 and 379029, working 2 H53 from Cambridge North to London Liverpool Street. And as they pass through, somewhere on this far side is 321410 and 321315, working 1 Yankee 51 from Ipswich to London Liverpool Street. If you blink, you will miss something. Let's keep this really rolling now as 745007 arrives, working 1P57 from Norwich to London Liverpool Street. And trying to sneak behind it, the little bugger is 345042, working 2 Whiskey 28 from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. Next to pass through the station is 745107, working 1 Bravo 16 from London Liverpool Street to Stansted Airport. Next train over on the fast section is 357 318 and 357 209. Working 29 Zulu 55 from Shrewsbury Nest to London Liverpool Street. And as that disappears to Liverpool Street, 345 005 and 317 507 and 317 522 pass. Working 2 Whiskey 28 from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield and 2 Oscar 08 from London Liverpool Street to Hertford East, respectively. And this is where it all kicks off, as 710-107 departs with the 1917 London Overground service from Chingford to London Liverpool Street, whilst 321-323 and 341 passes with 2K00 from London Liverpool Street to Southend Victoria. 710-105 pass arrives with the 1918 London Overground service from London Liverpool Street to Cheshunt, and to add it all off in the background, 357-017 and 357-006 passes with 9 Bravo 42 from London Liverpool Street to Shrewsbury Ness. A little bit of an easier clip now as 345-017 passes with 2 Whiskey 31 from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. As 321-434 and 322-482 pass with 1 November 56 from London Liverpool Street to Clacton-on-Sea. 710-118 arrives, working the 1921 London Overground service from London Liverpool Street to Chingford. Next train out to depart is 710-103, working the 1921 London Overground service from Enfield Town to London Liverpool Street. And after that leaves 345056 passes 321-306 and 321-440. Working 2 Whiskey 30 from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield and 1K15 from Southend Victoria to London Liverpool Street, respectively. And next through is 357032 and 357001. Working 9 Romeo 56 from London Liverpool Street to Grays. And coming in the opposite direction is 357038 and 357204, working 9 Romeo 53 from Grays to London Liverpool Street. And after they pass through, 317882 and 317502 pass, working 2 Oscar 03 from Hertford East to London Liverpool Street. Next to pass on the fast, 321, 329 and 321, 337. Working 1 November 55 from Clacton-on-Sea to London Liverpool Street. Next to pass through the station, 745 101. Working 1 Bravo 05 from Stansted Airport to London Liverpool Street. And as that passes through the station on the fast, taking us by surprise, 345 022. Working 2 Whiskey 33 from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. Next to pass through the station, 379 029 and 379 009. Working 2 H56 from London Liverpool Street to Cambridge North. And for our final clip, which means we are perfect here at Bethnal Green, sees 345 042 past 710 108. Working the 2 Whiskey 32 from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield and the 1932 London Overground service from Chingford to London Liverpool Street, respectively. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed what you saw, click on the 2 videos here at the end screen. Helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you are new and got this far. And we'll see you all in the next video, folks, wherever that may take us. We'll see you then, folks.